Good day, viewers. Welcome back to yet another fun-filled and exciting episode of your favorite show. That is, of course, The Social League. I am Hancho Kapofi, and I am the moderator for today's panel discussion. Now, before we move into the topic of the day, let's take a quick trip to the marketplace. So last week we had an amazing discussion on life after high school, where we were joined by a business management graduate as well as a first-year media and technology student at the Namibia University of Science and Technology. So we touched on all things expectations, what to expect when you of course get out of high school and when you officially join the working class, because I mean there are so many learners in high school that want to get out but they don't know what they're signing up for. But because of course I'm your guy and I love to plug you, let's take a look at what happened last week.
I'm fresh out of high school. I did not expect varsity to be that way. It was really hectic. It's more of student-based learning, and I realized that I have to do most of the work by myself. I'm constantly kept on my toes to learn new things because I'm meeting different people on a daily basis. But all in all, I wouldn't say it's really far from the picture I had, because I knew at some point growing up would just mean more responsibility and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about you?
I realized that Namibia has a lot at its disposal, and it has so many creative people in the industry, and I realized that being in my position, you, as a graduate in the market, you are allowed to make lower level decisions that can actually affect the corporate at whole and any stakeholders as well, which could be the customers. So every decision that you make or everything that you do, your role plays a big responsibility on the corporate itself. It has been very rewarding being able to use your theoretical knowledge into a practical circumstance or situation, and when you do that, you learn from both sides and mix that and actually know how you grow yourself as an individual. Your experiences grow. So that's one of my successes that I obtained after graduating and being in the industry. Yes.
I just trusted myself more, because from the get-go I knew what I wanted to do, but I allowed external forces and external voices to dictate my decision when it came to actually applying for the course that I wanted. Because then I was so conflicted between what I want and what people around me want, and I really didn't, I didn't have a stable decision making thought process. But then I feel like that's the only thing I would have changed. Just trusted myself more and go with my gut feeling, because I know. My
final comments is there's two types of people in this world. There's the doormat and the aventador. The ball is in your court. Choose which one you want to be.
Now, this week's topic is a career in culinary art and hospitality. I mean, these are careers that so many of us look down upon. And you know when you're going to your holiday in December and stuff, this is the time when people that are, of course, that are well equipped when it comes to culinary art and hospitality. This time, these are the people that are working a lot and making sure that you are having an amazing time. Now, I am joined in studio by two culinary art graduates. Of course, now, according to their qualification, they are internationally recognized. I'm so excited to be sitting here in studio with them. Could you guys please introduce yourselves for our guest?
Hi, my name is Ethan Biekus. Oh, hi, my name is Jay Mbwale.
Yeah.
And yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for joining us today, taking time out of your busy schedules to be here with us. All right, so for starters, when did a career in culinary art or hospitality first spark your interest?
It all started when I was young.
my mom and I used to watch a lot of MasterChef or Food Network, like Jamie Oliver, the kitchen, and it really inspired me to like to try different cuisines and to try different foods. And they say, and I also learned it from got it from my mom, because my mom used to make different meals, different foods for us, and it like to my palate, it was something different, like sweet, spicy, salty, sweet.
Yeah.
It was everything, and my mom loved baking.
Yeah.
So I actually loved helping her at a young age, and then it just came to me like, actually, this is actually what I want to try and see if I really like it, and
Yeah.
it really came and worked out.
Amazing.
Well,
Jerry?
for me, growing up, my family is all about cooking. So it was a thing of, it's either that or I go do something I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
And growing up, I just feel like I used to watch a lot of Jamie Oliver, helping my parents, helping my sister. And I think from a young age as well, I just knew this is what I wanted to do. I was destined
Yeah.
for this. So something I just picked and I loved it ever since.
Amazing. You know, it's so many times it's very difficult to just decide, you know what, this is what I want to do. I'm going for it, because, you know, there's always that person in this country that has something to say about what you want to actually pursue. Yeah. So could you guys tell us a little bit about the successes and the downfalls that you guys have had during your studies and currently now after graduating?
The successes is that our lecturers really give us like positive feedback, or try to give us feedback on what to expect in the real world. They try to guide us and show us like, okay, this is how it is. You have to be prepared, and there's gonna be a lot of challenges you're gonna face. So, like, you do learn a lot. You learn a lot of like different like French, Japanese, Italian, and that really brings, how can I say it? It's fun. It
Yeah.
just it really brings something, because in winter we don't really have a lot of exposure to that. So we need to bring that up, and then you actually bring it to the market. It's
Yeah.
gonna be more enjoyable. actually.
Amazing. What about you, Jerry?
Some of the successes for me were that I got to meet a lot of amazing chefs. That's number one. And in the last couple of months at me being at Silver Spoon, I met possibly one of the best mentors in my whole career so far. And I think it just shows you that in this culinary lifestyle, like you just need to have connections.
Yeah.
And you make a lot of connections when you're there as well.
Yeah.
So it's that you learn a lot of new dishes, and the nice thing about it is you don't stop learning. You know what I mean? You're always just working. You're
Yeah.
literally learning something new. You could be 40 or on the brink of retirement, and you're still learning something new from someone.
Yeah.
And in this lifestyle, like the new trends, so you're just trying to change those trends into something better. You know what I mean? So you're like, when there was this whole black food type of thing,
Yeah.
we all just tried to change it, the charcoal thing. So we
Yeah.
just did more burger patties and ice creams and bread and all of that. So you just, with all these new trends, you just try and fix them and then just try and make them your own way.
Amazing, amazing. But you know, you guys are touching a lot about the successes. Me, I also want to know, because you know, nothing in life just comes with so much sweetness. So I want to know a little bit about those challenges that you guys have faced. What were those downfalls? What was happening, the behind the scene? Because all we know about chefs is they prepare the food that is that the waitress brings to us,
Yes.
but we don't really know what is happening in the back there by the kitchen. So let us know about that.
Okay, it's very long hours.
Yeah.
It depends on what shift they give you, because you're either morning or evening shift, or like 11 till like the next day. So it all depends, and you do get difficult staff members that you're gonna work with. But
Yeah.
in the end, you just have to work with them, because you can't avoid them. And yeah, and like your lecturers of the industry, they might be like having off days, or they might also affect your work. So, but all in all, it's a very tough industry.
Yeah.
You really need to have a strong heart and a backbone to be in it.
Important heart
Yes.
and a backbone is.
And like Ethan said, you have to have a very, very strong character, because if you don't, jeez, you're gonna have a tough time. Also, you don't get a lot of off days, like 5 to 6 days you're working in the week. Most of the time you're working, you don't get those off days, you don't get breaks, you're just pushing. and you will miss out on a lot of family events like weddings, birthdays, even just Christmas. You don't work on you don't.
Those are the days you work.
That's when you're working, because
Christmas.
that's when people. That's what we're here to do. We're there to accommodate that.
Yeah.
And also, it's a thing of the chefs. You're not always gonna work with a chef that is. You're gonna meet eye to eye to. You're gonna have arguments. You're gonna have disputes. You're not gonna work together. But overall, you just, like he said everything that I'm saying right now. You just have to have a tough skin, strong character, and just have to push through it.
And as a intern, you don't necessarily, some establishments don't really give you a salary, so it also does mess with your encouragement to be there. But it's experience.
Yeah.
In a day, so you need experience to build yourself up.
Yeah.
It's not always necessary to get paid,
Yeah.
but it's a great thing. You're getting education. You're learning. Like I said,
You never stop.
as you're going there, you never stop learning.
Yeah.
So you could be working there and just having fun.
Amazing. You know, for just hearing you guys, I can tell that you guys are so into this. You're passionate about it, because those challenges that you guys have mentioned there, I literally had to get them out of you, because you guys were not mentioning anything. You're mentioning more of the successes, which really tells me that you guys are really, really in love with what you guys are doing. Yeah. So this is an amazing discussion here that we're having about a career in culinary art. Please do join us after this short break. Right, if you're just joining us, you are watching The Social League, of course, your favorite panel discussion show. And today's topic in studio is a career in culinary art. I'm, of course, joined by two culinary art graduates. There's, of course, Ethan Bierkes and Jerry Mbwale. And now I'd like to find out from you guys. What is your niche when it comes to culinary art? I know you mentioned something about when you growing up, your mom used to bake a lot. So is that where you're headed to? What is your niche? What is that one dish where if I said, prepare this for me now, you just do it immediately? Yeah.
I'm not necessarily, baking, like when it comes to desserts, my mom is like the one.
Yeah.
I can't compete with her, but if you tell me to make you canapes or like starters or like main course, by all means I can make that for you. But like desserts is, I'm not saying it's my strength. It's just not the main thing like I'm really that good at. But if you tell me like to make you a bread, by all means I can make you a lovely bread, because my school always made me do it. So yeah, it's like main course, like comes to meat or like lamb, what do you call it? Lamb knuckles. I used to make that a lot at home. My parents love it. So, but I'm still trying to find out like what is the main thing that I actually really like. Because I'm still graduate. I'm still trying to find that out.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, for me, I think my kryptonite till this day is pastry. You could ask me to make you a cake and I'll be like, I can't. I will either burn it, undercook it, or something will just go wrong. For me, I feel like I'm more of a main course guy, but I'm more sided on on comfort food. I'm more, could ask me to make you a lasagna, burgers, all those. I can do those. That's what I enjoy making most of the time. I think my one dish, if you were to ask me to make it for you, would be a spicy chicken pasta.
Spicy.
It's not that spicy, but it's something that we've done a lot at school for the lunches, and the chefs liked it a lot. I've made a couple of stuff also where I was working for my internship, and they enjoyed them as well, like risottos, and it's like pancakes with a bacon syrup and all that. So it's a thing of just enjoying them. Those are the more things I enjoy.
Yeah.
Because mainly when I'm in the kitchen, it's tunnel vision. I just enjoy doing it. Because I want to, at the end of the day, I think everyone's end goal is you want to make a name for yourself.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what I want to do at the end of this. So that's
Amazing, amazing. Spicy
Chicken pasta.
chicken pasta. That I love spicy food, so I'm just hint, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, could you guys tell us a little bit about the opportunities that there are to branch out when studying culinary art? Are there actually opportunities, and if there are, what are those opportunities of branching out and trying all sorts of different things? The career opportunities that there are as well.
There is opportunities in okay, let me just say in Namibia in general. COVID did really hit in our industry very hard because of
Yeah.
our hospitality. So a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of businesses had to close. It's very difficult now because especially now that COVID is now settling down, now people they're coming back to those roots. I just feel like for us that just graduated, going exploring the world is a little bit more of a better opportunity, so we can find new ideas, new cuisines, like exposing ourselves to something new, and then
Yeah.
bringing that back to Windhoek and opening up and creating more jobs, more opportunities, and
Yeah.
putting Namibia
On the
there
map.
on the map to show, like, to tell the people in Europe, like, hey, Namibia has something, like,
Yeah.
we can maybe have like a 5-star hotel, maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
So, because that's my aim, just to like explore the world and then bring it back. And yeah, it's a very good opportunity for us.
Amazing.
Some of the opportunities in Namibia are quite a lot, because mainly we have a tourist attraction of wildlife
Yeah.
attractions and whatnot. I feel like all we have to do is just open them up, because in the food industry, like, there's so many opportunities. Like, there's so many foods that you can just branch out to, like the country and the world that will just put Namibia on the map.
Yeah.
And there are quite a couple, and I feel like some of our plans as well, as some of our graduates as well, we want to show them. Same with NAST, same with all the other establishments as well. They just want to we all have that angle to put Namibia on the map with it.
Yeah.
Because
Amazing.
the hospitality here in Namibia is very underrated, and I just feel like it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that can put us and take us to greater heights as well. So yeah.
I think the both of you touched a lot on the importance of hospitality, because hospitality is actually what puts us on the map. And I love the fact that you guys are actually doing a lot to bring back to
Yeah.
the country. But you mentioned that the hospitality industry is underrated. What do you then think should be done to put it back on the map, or just what do you think should be done to make sure that this industry is one of our most vital industries and brings back a lot?
I would say having food conventions mainly. Just like have a food convention where you tell people from Swakop, Ondangwa, Ranjemund, Ludretz, all these places, just tell them, listen, we're having this, let's have a convention where we just branch out the food and just put a little twist on it. Like, one of the many things that are very enjoyable, like at Silver Spoon as well, we had an in-house competition and I made some mahangu pasta. It's something that they enjoyed, and they were like, they've never seen it before. So that just shows you what you can do with Namibian products. We've done oshikantela, panna-cottas, we've made a lot of these things.
Ooh.
So it's a thing of just branching it out. The moment we do that, I honestly believe we're going up. That's all that has to happen.
I'm still stuck on the mahangu pasta. You made mahangu pasta.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Talk about talent.
Yeah, Windhoek has a lot. Like, we need to expose more of our Namibian ingredients, mostly like he said, the mango and the what's the mushrooms that we get also?
Oh, omayovas.
Omayovas.
Yeah.
My lecturer makes an amazing omayova mushroom sauce, and because he works with it, he just waits it from the right season, and he's like, bring it in,
Yeah.
because and if we bring those cuisines also now overseas, you can expose them to this, they'll be like, oh wow, Namibia actually has something nice.
Amazing.
And it brings up the market and tourism. Namibia relies on tourism a lot, so it really will bring it up more.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what you guys have in store for. Like, Yo, because just hearing mahangu pasta alone, I just want to try it already. I don't know how, but I just want to try it already. So do you guys have any final advice for our viewers? Any final comments? Maybe someone that is watching and wants to pursue a career in culinary art, but they don't really know if it's really what they want to do, and you just need that little advice. What is it that you'd like to tell them?
What I could say is work hard. Really, you need to, like we said before, you really need to be strong in this industry, and it's very rewarding in the end. You meet a lot of people that can bring you up. Because I met this guy in Country Club, the head chef. He told me that he's been overseas. He's been to South Africa, and he said that if I was to go to South Africa, he can help me get a job or like something like that. It's, you meet a lot of people, and they tell you stories how they've been brought up into this industry. It does encourage you a lot and motivate you like to do more and bring more into Namibia.
Yeah, amazing.
Don't give up, and don't give up. And the second one I would say is it's never too late. The culinary industry is not going to go anywhere. You could do it at any point. You could if you want to go get your business management diploma and come and study culinary arts, you can do it. It's amazing. And when you're in the industry, make connections, because your connections are the thing that will get you anywhere.
Your contacts.
Your contact, exactly. You just need to, as soon as you make those relationships and those connections, you're done.
You're done.
You're
good to
there.
go.
But you have to show them
Yeah,
you're a hardworking person.
And be very creative.
Yes.
Think out the box. Do things that no one else would do. You know what I mean?
Pasta.
Yeah.
Like I will never forget the mahango pasta. I don't know how I'm going to try it. I don't know what you guys are going to do, but I need to try that mahango pasta at some point. But thank you so much for joining us today in studio.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Right, that was today's episode of Social League. I definitely learned a lot about culinary art, and I myself have wanted to try out culinary art, not really to have it as a career, but just to know my way around the kitchen. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Until next week, it is, of course, Auf Wiedersehen.